Good day, everyone. Welcome to our science class for science, technology, and society. This video will serve as a discussion video, and a review as well for the upcoming departmental exam. And you can also use this as a resource for the final exam na lang po, no? If you have time to review on this video. But anyway, for this video, we will focus on two topics. The first one is the good life. The second one is instrumental good versus ultimate good. Now, some of you here have already we have already discussed about the good life, but some of you here wala at naabtan because na I Founders Week. Well, anyway, this is a good time to have a review na lang po for the good life and to introduce to you a new topic, which is again instrumental good versus ultimate good. So let's go to the good life. Now, for some of you, I already asked that do you consider your life as good, or are you already living the good life? Let's ask the question: what is the good for human beings? What do you think is the good for human beings? Because when we ask this question, it follows with these questions as well. What is it that we are aiming at, and what would provide a successful, fulfilling, and good life? Does achieving something like a goal or an objective in our life, does that count as a proof for a good life? When we become wealthy or rich, is that part of living a good life? Now, some of us, or let's say most of us, consider that as living a good life. Kinsa may dili ko nung ganahan nga madato or ma-achieve na to atong goals. It can be in our academic or in our work. Diba? Who wouldn't like that? But all of these achievements, all of these goals, all of these expectations, unfortunately, they are not part of the good life. In order to know what a good life is, we need to understand what the word good really is. The word good means that it is the purpose for which we do things or the point of doing them. Some activities are done for the sake of others. So it's not focusing on yourself. When you say a good life, it does not mean that it is good for you. It's about doing good for everybody's sake. Okay? When you say the purpose for which you do things or the point of doing them, this means that you are helping other people not to gain something, but you help other people because you want to help other people. Okay, for example, there is a super typhoon. You give things to the people nga nagkalisod because of the typhoon. You're doing you're doing that because you want to do something good. You're not expecting something in return nga mubawi ni sila. No. Being good is giving everything that you have so that the society or the people around you will have better lives. That's the definition of good. But the question is there some end for is there some end for whose sake we do everything else? Meaning naabay katapusan ang pagbuhat ni maayo sa laing tao. Okay? And that question relates to the good life. Will you do things or will you do sorry will you do good things for other people? If yes, is there a limit to it? Or will you do good things until the end of your days? So that's the good in the good life. Now, the good for a human life relates to these two things: happiness and flourishing, or living well and faring well. Now, these two things, although they seem to coincide or relate to one another, but they do not. When you say happiness, this only refers to uh, the emotion that we feel. And these emotions are usually done by our mind. Diba? So, when you get a cell phone from other people, like a gift for Christmas, imong father, mother, relative, or guardian, whichever it is, they'll give you a new iPhone 17 Pro Max. That's happiness. You feel happy because you received that gift. But happiness has a limit to it, di ba? Happiness has a limit. That iPhone 17 Pro Max after 10 years is just an old phone. And that happiness will slowly diminish over time. But when you say flourishing or living well and faring well, this means that you are not limited to the materialistic things. You are not limited to the things that will give you short-term happiness. When you say flourishing, when you say you are living well, you are doing good every day in your life. Let's say not even though dili naman siya taga-adlaw. Let's just say mostly every day. Okay? So that is flourishing. Now, when you're doing or living good every day, it doesn't mean that you receive good things every day. It doesn't mean you buy expensive things every day. That's impossible, even for a billionaire. Even billionaires with their money, di gani sila makontento sa ilang parta. They even commit different types of crimes gani, di ba? Millionaires and billionaires still do corruption. But when you want to live well, you want to fare well, what you do is you do good things every day, even if you don't receive the recognition, you don't receive the money, you don't receive gifts. You're living well because you know that you are doing good every day in your life. And that's what we call eudaimonia. Eudaimonia is not a state of mind, di lang sa emotions or sa hunahuna nato. Eudaimonia relates to the activity of living. Here, just like what I discussed earlier. You're living good because you're doing good every day without expecting something back. It is not subjective. It does not relate solely to yourself. It's objective. It's the good for everybody else. It is not easily changed, but relates to life as a whole. Okay? Because when you say it is not easily changed, like our example earlier, ang iPhone 17 Pro Max, that phone will change over time. It will have new versions of itself. But when you are doing something good, it does not change who you are. You give something to a person, that person will remember you until the end of his days. Diba? So that's eudaimonia. It's not just about happiness. It's about living well, faring well in your life. Okay? So hopefully you wrote that down, no? Eudaimonia is not about pleasure. No. It's not about wealth. It's about honor and virtue. What do you want to be honored for? You help people. You make virtuous decisions in life. That's eudaimonia. But when you reach eudaimonia, of course, you will not be living forever. You will not be living, sorry. You will not be living forever. Nangoy points at our life that we will reach the end of our life. Okay? So, we have what we call final end. When you say final end, this is an end that we desire for its own sake, not for some further purpose. Meaning, once you reach the understanding that you help other people, there's no more kanaganing mahay. There's no more sadness. Let's say na pa na sadness, of course, kay mawala naman ka sa kalibutan. Pero when you reach the final end, this means that you don't have any regrets in your life. Okay? Because every day you're trying to do good. You're not hurting other people. You are not earning money from other people. Nang wala mo sila gitapakan, you're just helping people. And in your final end, this is the end that we desire for its own sake, not for some further purpose. Your end will, let's say, describe who you are as a person. Okay, so that is final end. You're living a good life, you're doing something good. Once you reach your end, that is your final end. The end that you desire for your own sake or for its own sake. Okay? Now, Aristotle argues that we are distinctively rational creatures, and so eudaimonia consists of living in accordance with reason. Kita, nga tao, the older we get, the new knowledge we acquire. So sa pagkabata ta, mangmang dyan ta, we are very ignorant. But when we grow older, we get to know what's right and wrong. Now, eudaimonia, di na to na siya ma-attain if we don't know what's right and wrong. Because the right for other people is different. Some people say it's right because they think it's right. For example, okay ra nang mangawat kay makakaon bitaw ka if imo na ibaligya. Maayo ra na basta makakaon ka. Generally, that's not right, diba? That's very bad. So you need to rationalize. You need to really reason out kung sa imong dapat buhaton so that you can achieve eudaimonia. As there are other people in the world na even though wala sila makaon, gakalisin sila sa kinabuhi, but they do not step on other people. They do not steal food, steal money. What they do is just they step by step they try to do better than yesterday. Okay, so once you understand reasoning, that is the first step to achieve eudaimonia, or faring well or flourishing. Now, with reason, we must talk about virtue. When you say virtue, virtues are traits of mind or character that enables us to do this. So you have reason already, na naka-reason, na naka-rationalization. Virtues are the traits na dapat nimong buhaton. For example, you have to be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous. You have to be kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty. You have to be brave and reverent. So these are some of the virtues that a person must do through his rationalization in his mind in order to achieve eudaimonia. So that's it for living the good life na topic, no? To live a good life is near, to live a good life is near impossible. Yan na siya kalisod. However, um, living a good life means you have to take out all the selfishness in you, no? So it's very difficult, especially for human beings. Innately, we are very greedy. Good. Pero once you reach eudaimonia, you will really understand what it feels to be living or faring well in life. Okay, so that's the discussion for the good life. Okay, let's move on to instrumental good versus ultimate good. Now, this is just a short discussion, no? Because I think you know this. Let's just expand on this topic. So when you say instrumental good, this is valued for its usefulness or ability to help achieve a goal. For example, money, education, transportation, and relationships. These are examples of instrumental good. For example, money is not necessarily the root of evil. Money can be used in good things. For example, money can be used to buy food. Money can be used to buy medicines. Money can be used to help other people. And that is instrumentally good. Let's have education. Education is an example of instrumental good. For example, when you get an education, you get a degree, you get to know things, di ka mahimong ignorant, and then you can have jobs to help you survive in this world, to achieve the things that you want. So that is an example of instrumental good as well. Transportation, you have something to ride for you to get from one place to another quite easily. So that is instrumentally good. So all of these examples are part of instrumental goodness. So this is valued for its usefulness or ability to achieve a goal. Okay? Pili po ka ng, let's say, imong uyab. Imong uyab kay mutabang nimo gama og thesis, mutabang gama nimo og research. So that person is instrumentally good. Okay? But how does the context in which instrumental good is used impact its effectiveness? So we have four. Okay, let's say resource availability. If you have money, resources are available. Makakaon ka, makainom ng tambal, maka-travel ka from one place to another if you have money. That is resource availability. You also have um, cultural factors. For example, in the Philippines, diba? Sa ato nga mga Filipinos, our culture is we tend to have this attribute or trait nga once tayo magkalisod, magtinabangay tanan. So those are different cultural factors for instrumental good. Pero in other cases, for example, in Japan, sa Japan, they don't really socialize, especially with strangers. If you socialize with a stranger, makigamit pag stranger nga pakalit, that's not instrumentally good for them. Nga naman, masanaanan silang culture ana. But in the Philippines, if na ay tao, sa waka kaila, imong offeran og, uy, na ay pagkaon din is fiesta. Di ba? So that's instrumentally good for Filipinos, but not for Japanese. So that's an example for that. We also have social dynamics. For example, if um, a person is a person is in position in the government, for example, mayor, and ikaw, like kita, are part of the people, no? So, ang social dynamic ana is that the mayor is the instrumental good wherein he tends to um, effectively manage the city. He creates jobs, he creates opportunities. That is an example of social dynamics. And lastly, we have economic conditions. So, magbase po siya. If you are in a rich country, and you have a lot of investments in that country that will help the people, that is an example of economic conditions. All right, so that is for instrumental good. Now let's talk about ultimate good. What do you mean by ultimate good? Ultimate good is inherently valuable and desirable for its own sake, independent of any further purpose or end. So unlike instrumental good, wherein you are using something to achieve something, ultimate good is different. Because in ultimate good, you are doing something virtuous without getting something in return. For example, you are helping the people that were devastated by the Super Typhoon Uwan. Not because you want some recognition, not because you want to attain something or run for mayor. You're just doing something good because you want to help other people. That's basically the best example of ultimate good. You are not doing something good just because other people told you to do it. You're just doing it because you know it's good. And that's what you call ultimate good. Doing something out of virtuousness or doing virtuous things. That is ultimate good. Okay, so that's it for our topic this session. Hopefully, you will study on this one. You will watch this video and do your own research because for the upcoming departmental exam, these two topics will be included. We have the good life and instrumental good versus ultimate good. So please study and see you next time.